Hello everybody, Catboyvan here. Do another Cobra review. And I'm still in the Rise of Cobra. Still. Well, what do we got today? If you saw what I just moved through the camera, then you already know. We're doing the Rise of Cobra Mars Trooper 3-pack. For those who want to know, this was the first official toys released of the Rise of Cobra set. For those who didn't see the movie, I know I have it on DVD. Pretty much Mars, a company owned by James McCullen, who is Destro for those who want to know, is a huge factor in the movie. In toy line, Mars actually officially got their own personal military force, which is really cool. As you can see, this is a 3-pack. Comes with 2 Mars troopers and 1 Mars officer. We'll get to them in a second. Pretty much, it's nice and small with Rise of Cobra. We get this property of Mars Military Armament Research Syndicate. That's what Mars stands for, apparently. I never knew that. You also have the same thing here, and for those who can tell, there's some sort of symbol there. On this side, just not much. On the top, we got a little blurb about G.I. Joe. Pretty much, if you got any Rise of Cobra figure, this blurb is going to be in it. I always love the ending saying, "Now you know," and knowing is half the battle. Every time I want to just say, G.I. Joe, every time I hear that, or read that. Anyway, the back has 2 file cards, which I'll read when we get to the figures, and a blurb, which I will read. These well-trained troopers working for James McCullen, who is the head of Mars Industries, an ultra-secret weapons research and development organization founded by McCullen's ancestors. A security force is necessary to protect the advanced technology developed by McCullen, and the Mars troopers deliver that protection with supreme skill and extreme force. There is no limit to what may be asked of these troopers, even the surrender of their free will. Huh. I wonder how these guys are connected to Cobra. Anyway, this is a really cool set. Give me a moment to open this up and we'll pull out the figures. Alright, I'm back. And let's start with our, well, technically 2 figures, but we're just going to look at 1. The Mars Trooper. The entire body sculpt and pretty much this jacket would be the most used stuff in the Rise of Cobra action figures. Anyway, the articulation is that their arms go about this far up, bend up and down, turn a full 360, bend to the elbow, turn a full 360 at the elbow, their hands turn a full 360, waist turns a full 360 and goes up and down slightly, legs can go about this far out, this far back, and bend at 2 points of the kneecap, and feet pivot up and down. Another thing is that their helmets are removable, revealing just a regular masked face. On this one, the paint's not that good, but the other one seems fun. Anyway, with and without the helmet, the heads turn a full 360 and pivot up and down slightly. Both of them come with the accessories of this huge rifle, which just seems really huge compared to their hands. It just seems really huge. That just seems like a lot of stress on the hands. But whatever. They also come with a pistol. You know what? Both these guns don't really work for these guys. Luckily I have a huge thing of guns, you know, for the figures, for my figures. So I'll just find a gun from them there. And each of them has a stand that has Mars Industries. It's a very flat stand, no bumps or anything. In the back, just a bunch of copyright information. In truth, I think the other ones from the main Rise of Cobra line should have been like this. Stand should have been like this. I think it would be really simple and easy to put them on bases, personally. Well, let's read their file card real quick before we get to the Mars Industries officer. Also, a little note, I really enjoy the pictures on these guys. Also, instead of a faction, G.I. Joe or Cobra, it's Mars. That's pretty interesting. Okay, anyway, his file card reads, Mars Industries Trooper. These troopers provide security for Mars Industries, the corporation that develops advanced weapons and is owned by James McCullen. Destro, by the way. They have a quasi-military force that guards the corporation and its interests. These troopers are highly trained in combat tactics and equipped with advanced weapons and gear designed by this mysterious weapons firm. Chosen for their aggression, loyalty, and military skills, this fighting force will do anything required of them. That's pretty good. Next, we move to the Mars Industries officer. Same body, skull, scope, except for instead of the, well, vest, has these straps, which has a little holster too. Articulation is the exact same. Arms go around. Arms go about this far up. By the way, the mask is removable. I'm not taking it off. Which that has its head can go full 360 and up and down. Arms bend up and down. Bend at the elbows. Turn a full 360. Hands and arms can turn full 360. Waist turns a full 360, goes up and down, legs move about this far up, this far back, bend to the kneecap, feet pivot up and down, turn a full 360. He came with some different accessories, besides the stand and the pistol, which fits in his holster, by the way. See? He came with two different accessories. No giant blaster. One accessory was a combat knife, which is very interesting. The other is this submachine gun assault rifle, which I like. I received this same weapon in the Elite Viper set before. It's a really good gun. That's awesome. Right there, that's awesome. In truth, the guns that do work is this assault rifle and this knife. Best weapons in the set. Now for our little reading thing here for the officer. Mars Industries Officer. These officers command the troops who guard Mars Industries. They are trained by James McCullen, the head of this shadowy corporation that develops advanced weapons for the military. Officers are selected for their demonstrated leadership ability, extreme loyalty to the corporation, and ability to comprehend and apply military strategy. They are also trained in espionage to support the syndicate by ferreting out corporate spies or acquiring information valuable to the company's interest. And there you go, that's the figures. A little side note here too. These characters don't appear in the movie, but I can see in the toys what they're references to. They're references to the Cobra Troopers and Cobra Officers. Here's a regular Cobra Trooper, 25th anniversary by the way, and the Mars Industries Trooper. A little similar, yes. This is a more sci-fi update. This is the original, what it looked like in the 80s. But they're just parallels. And the Cobra officer and the Mars Industry officer are also parallels. See the symbol right here? That means officer rank. He possesses the officer rank symbol. See? Reference. Reference. I just want to pull that up. In truth, this is a really good set, especially if you want to create an army for Destro besides just Iron Grenadiers or stuff a lot older. Because of this, this is a great army builder. You get 2 troopers and 1 officer. In truth, you can have an entire army of these guys. Of troopers and officers for Mars Industries. Which, side notes... Excuse me. Side notes are that the troopers and officers have been packaged before. The troopers were packaged in a Toys R Us exclusive 5-pack and a Walmart exclusive pack. The Walmart exclusive pack also had the Cobra listening surveillance outpost and a Televiper. And the Toys R Us exclusive had Mars Industries Trooper, Mars Industries Officer, Infiltration Duke, Elite Viper, and Neo Viper. And there's also a Kmart exclusive set that had a version of the Mars Industries Officer. But that one was the Weapons Officer, which I really like the coloring for that one and is interesting. That's all I gotta say. And also, one little side note here. When did Mars Industries become secret? The governments of the world knew that Mars Industries exists. Mars Industries is a huge factor in the movie. They're not a shady organization. They're a large, big, grand scale corporation that sells arms and weapons to most of the governments of the world. But that's just my little side note. I enjoyed the movie, personally. I might review it. Who knows? Anyway, I'm Catboyvan. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.